everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Brooke is about to make the biggest mistake of her life on The Bold and the Beautiful. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, things are hotting up in the romance department, and as always, Brooke seems to be front and center. The love triangle between her, Taylor, and Ridge looks set to come to an explosive head this week, and hearts are set to be broken all across LA. One of The Bold and the Beautiful's most enduring stories is the star-crossed love between Brooke and the eldest Forrester's son Ridge. The duo have been the enduring love affair of the show, having been on again and off again for years, and have even been married to one another a staggering 8 times. Brooke is so enamored with the idea of Ridge as her soulmate that she often makes the wrong choices, and I'm concerned she's heading down a familiar path with this week's The Bold and the Beautiful revelations. It's going to be a big week of changes and choices, and it's not just the triangle of Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor who are going to get mixed up in it. Following Nick Marone's return to The Bold and the Beautiful last week, Brooke's ex-husband looks set to try to win her back once and for all, but ultimately it will be down to her. There is no doubt Nick's return is likely to spark some sort of romantic rivalry between him and Ridge, with Brooke in the middle. However, in another key twist, Taylor is set to propose to Ridge, really throwing the whole situation for a loop. This will mean Ridge will need to make a decision, and could prompt Brooke to pursue him more aggressively in order to convince him not to accept Taylor's proposal. Taylor and Ridge have also had a tumultuous romance full of ups and downs, but there seems to be a genuine and deep connection between them. For decades, Brooke Logan has been the tempestuous heart of The Bold and the Beautiful, passionate, impulsive, and endlessly entangled in the high-stakes drama of love, betrayal, and family. But even for a woman who survived epic heartbreaks, scandalous affairs, and more weddings than most can count, what she's about to do next might be the biggest mistake of her life. Yes, that big. It starts, as it often does, with Ridge. Or rather, with Ridge and his latest crisis of the heart. After a brief detour into reconciliation, the cracks in their seemingly rekindled romance are beginning to show. Again, Brooke, ever the optimist, wants to believe that this time, finally, they've put their past behind them. But Ridge's eyes tell another story, one haunted by unresolved feelings, especially when Taylor's name is mentioned. Brooke knows better. She's been here before. She's lost Ridge to Taylor more times than she can count, only to have him come crawling back with declarations of eternal love. And she always believes him, because no matter how many times her heart gets broken, it still beats for Ridge. But this time, the tides are shifting. Fast. Behind the scenes, whispers swirl through Forrester Creations. Steffi's subtle, and not so subtle interference, Thomas's newfound redemption, and Taylor's conveniently timed return from her latest overseas sabbatical are turning up the pressure. Brooke is starting to feel cornered, boxed in by the family that has never fully accepted her as one of their own. And Ridge? He's doing what he always does. Retreating into stoic silence, leaving Brooke to twist in emotional limbo. Which brings us to the mistake. It's not just another affair, though that would be scandalous enough. No, this is deeper, more dangerous. Brooke is about to make a deal. One rooted in desperation and pride. With someone who thrives on chaos, Deacon Sharp. Yes, that Deacon. The bad boy who once fathered her child while she was still married to his then-wife, Bridget. The man who stirred a scandal so lurid it nearly shattered the Logan family forever. The chemistry between them is as volatile as ever, sizzling, undeniable, and wrapped in a package of danger and regret. And now, after months of awkward but charged encounters, Deacon is back in Brooke's orbit, claiming he's changed, that he wants to be her friend, her ally, her protector. But Deacon never just wants to be friends. Brooke, bruised by Ridge's emotional withdrawal and tired of fighting a battle she may never truly win, finds herself inching toward Deacon's flame. It starts innocently. A late-night conversation over wine, a nostalgic memory of days when things felt easier, even if they weren't right. She tells herself she's just venting, But the spark catches. And she makes the call. A decision born of vulnerability, pride, and a desperate desire to feel wanted. Brooke invites Deacon to move in. Just temporarily, she insists, to help him get back on his feet. To everyone else, it's unthinkable. To Ridge, it's betrayal. To Hope, it's confusing. To Steffi, it's ammunition. To Brooke, it feels like control, like choosing herself for once. But it's a mistake. Because Deacon isn't just a reformed ex-lover, he's a wild card. His connection to Sheila Carter, yes, that Sheila, is a time bomb. One Brooke doesn't even know she's holding. And the moment Ridge finds out about Deacon's new address, everything will unravel. But it's more than Ridge's wrath she'll face. The real mistake isn't Deacon. It's what Deacon represents. The belief that her worth depends on being wanted, on being chosen. That if Ridge can't love her the way she needs, she must prove she can be loved by someone else. Even someone reckless, even someone dangerous. Brooke has built a life, a legacy, on love, but also on surviving its darkest failures. Yet for all her resilience, she still struggles to sit with loneliness. Still clings to the fairy tale. And this time, her need to be seen might blind her to the consequences coming down like a freight train. Taylor will pounce. Ridge will retreat, maybe for good. Hope's loyalties will fracture, caught between her mother and a father she's only just begun to trust. And Liam. He'll see Deacon's presence as a threat to his family, a threat to the stability he's constantly scrambling to protect. Even Eric, usually Brooke's most loyal ally, may start to waver, especially as whispers about Deacon's ties to Sheila bubble back to the surface. The Forresters will circle their wagons. The Logans will defend their own, and Brooke. She'll be left in the eye of a storm she helped create. Unless she stops it. Unless she pulls back before it's too late. But we've seen this before. Brooke's instincts often come too late, and her heart tends to leap before her head. Which is why, this time, the fallout might be unlike anything she's faced before. This time, Brooke isn't just risking a relationship. She's risking her place in a family, her daughter's trust, and possibly even her own safety. Once Sheila inevitably finds her way back into the picture. Ridge may not come back. Hope may not forgive her. And Deacon, he may not be who he claims to be, again. In a show where love is a battlefield and the past never truly dies, Brooke is standing on the edge of a choice that could redefine her forever. And if she takes that step, if she invites Deacon not just into her home, but into her heart again, she won't just be making a mistake. She'll be making the biggest mistake of her life.